Talking, nigga. What's shaking? What's going on? Today is Friday the 13th. Real spooky. It's Friday the 13th. June Friday the 13th. 2025. 10 p.m. 10:02 p.m. Eastern Time. Know what I mean? What's going on? Who's in the building? Who's in the building? Shout out to the 4 people in the building, man. What's good? What's good? I told y'all I was gonna be back. I told you I'm back on YouTube. Like, definitely, like for this month, definitely back on YouTube. Know what I mean? Yeah, the topic I'm covering today is the Jetset Dominican Republic tragedy. It was a discotheque out in DR. You know, I know it's old. That happened like 2 months ago, but I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna be covering as much as I can old topics, things that I was supposed to cover, things that happened 2-3 weeks ago. So every day I'm gonna go live. I'm something to talk about. Right? That I have a lot of catching up to do. So right now, you know, we're at the bodega today. You know, RIP to those people that lost their lives out in Dominican Republic. But yeah, we back. We back here. We're gonna talk about it, speak about it, watch a few videos. I'll let people up, and we could talk.
Yeah. They plan was to knock me out the top of the game, but I overstand they truth is all lame. I hold cannons that shoot balls of flame right in they fat mouth, then I call my name. Nah, it's too real. Nah, it's true king. It's however you feel. Go ahead, you swing. Your arm's too short to box with God. I don't kill soloists, only kill squads. Fame went to their head, so now it's fuck guys. Yesterday you begged for a deal, today you tough guys. I seen it coming, soon as I popped my first bottle, I spotted my enemies trying to do what I do. Came in with my style, so I followed you. I kept changing on the world since barbecue. Now you wanna hang with niggas I hung with? Fuck bitches I hit, it's funny, I once said, if I ever make a record, I take a check and put something away for a rainy day to make my exit. But look at me now, 10 years deep, since the project, bench with cracks in my socks sleep. I never asked to be top of rap's elite, just a ghetto trap, trying to learn the traps of the streets, but look at me now. Wait a sec, give me time to explain. Women in fast cars and diamond rings could poison a rap star with suicidal.
Shout out to the whoever's watching. Hit the like button. Make sure you let people know Fight is back on YouTube. I will try my best every night to go live, even if it's an hour, 2-3 hours, hour and a half, 45 minutes. I'm gonna slowly creep back in to YouTube. Slowly. Slow and steady. You heard? Let's get it. Let's get it.
45 in my waist, staring at my reflection in the mirror, sitting still in the chair like my conception. When everything around me got cloudy, the chair became a king's throne. My destiny found me. It was clear why the struggle was so painful. Metamorphosis, this is what I changed to. And God, I'm so thankful.
Eileen was shaking. Ali, what? Rakim, what up? Eileen, what's going on? Eileen, what was the last? You know, I was just well, you know, I was in Philly recently. What was the last time you was in DR, Eileen?
That's that bitch. Wiz was fucking.
Nigga, my
Huh? Because that situation was a big deal in DR. What happened? You know, the jet set. Because the jet set that was yo. We're gonna watch videos online because I had a bunch of videos set up, but I don't feel like going digging through them. But the Jet Set Club been around for a long time, and it was a big deal for. It was a big deal. Singers, rappers, Dominican artists or Hispanic artists would go there. It was one of the biggest clubs in DR, or popular. Or the drug dealers, politicians, they would go there. Athletes, baseball players. They would go there. And this discotheque collapsed. I don't even want to say the number. It was a lot of people many people got injured, many died. The roof collapsed. Look, now Rakim picking up my lingo. What you mean there's a second? Not like what's shaking. They don't say that in Chicago. Fuck out. Now he picking up my lingo. Yo, the biggest person or the most popular person that passed away in this tragedy 2 months ago in DR was Ruby Perez. He was a big time singer. A big time singer. Merengue. Like, just imagine in your country's top performer, like not top performer, but like someone who's very relevant, just passing away. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine like Katy Perry just dying, like or older Katy Perry dying. I mean, that was still with a lot of life to live. I know this man was in his 60s or so, but still, he was still in good shape. Obviously had money. It just happened again. Oh man, get out of here. Again? You know what it is? Is the those regulations, the city they have like oh you're saying that it happened before Jet Set it happened. That's what you're saying. Yeah, shout out to Rakim. Yo, but I wonder what's gonna happen to the owner. What's happening to the owner? We're gonna look that up now. Oh, something happened afterwards. Another discotheque collapsed. Cynical, what up? Yeah, that's very unprofessional. And they're saying that the owner of the discotheque, that he was just cutting corners. Like, he knew they warned him. The the contractors, whatever the construction work, whatever, right, was telling him, hey, this is expedient. You have to repair this. You have to take care of this. And him being cheap and all, he didn't want to shut down the club for 2 weeks because that was going to be a lot of money he was going to lose. Now look how much money he lost. You know what I mean? Spooky. He did a quick fixer upper because he didn't want to shut down the club for 2 weeks. He didn't want to lose out on the money because they generate a lot of money. People think, oh, you go to Dior, oh, your dollar stretches out, bruh. Them bottles, it doesn't matter what club you go to. But the bottles be like damn near like same shit in America, bro. Aline, you ever try to buy a bottle at a nice club in Dior? It's almost American prices. You think when you in Dior, oh yeah, my dollar, yeah. If you don't budget your shit, you're gonna blow your bread as if you won the US. Same thing. If you don't watch your pockets, you go to Dior thinking it's sweet. Ask Alim. Alim, no. If you're not careful, you're gonna spend probably more money than you would the US because you're thinking, oh, the prices are is different. The dollar values, yeah. All right. Next thing you know, you're like, damn, I spent more money than I would have had it if I was in the US. I don't even do this in the US. Right? It still costs money. And Alim, it's like that perception because you say, oh, it's cheaper, but you end up spending more money that you would have had if you were in the US, if you was over here. Man, these niggas, yo, man, I want to go back to DR, but I spoke to my probation officer. She not trying to let me go, man. They said, oh, well, you go to Puerto Rico. I'm like, oh, here we go. Yeah, people lost his lives. Yeah. I mean, that's the real tragedy, right? But that's why he's losing money because all the people that passed away. Let me look this up, right? Let's get into it, right? Because today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to stay up as long as I can here because I picked up overtime tomorrow at work, so I gotta wake up early. Tomorrow I wake up like at 6 a.m. So I'll probably be here till like 11:30. I'll do an hour and a half today. I'll do an hour and a half. Alim said hookah, a couple bottles of champagne and beers, a section still costs. Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to go to DR. Can't wait. Can't wait to go back. Jetset. All right, let's look up this tragedy. So all right. So first we're gonna cover the story, and obviously New York news covered it. There's so many Dominicans in New York, so they have to speak about it due to that population, right? So this is why they cared. Fair use. Shout out to the 5 people in the building, y'all. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. I will drop the link. As long, once somebody break that $10 barrier, the panel's open. You heard? Song request $5. Same old you. If you just appreciate the live, hit the super chat, cash app, hit the like button, share my live, invite your people, tell people Fighter is back on YouTube. You heard? With the fire content.
Breaking news in the Dominican Republic. At least
This is
113
2 months
people
ago,
are
yo.
dead after the roof collapsed at a popular nightclub in the capital city of Santo Domingo. A beloved singer and 2 former Major League Baseball players are among the fatalities. Close to 150 people were hurt. Crews are continuing to dig through the rubble in the search for possible survivors. Christiane Benavidez joins us live from Santo Domingo with more. Christiane.
Cindy, currently there is an active and urgent search for any survivors who may be buried under the rubble. You can see some of the crews that are out here, some machinery that is lifting some of the debris so that officials can search within the debris to see who may be buried underneath there. Over here watching family members anxiously awaiting news of their loved ones. This nightclub, Jetset, is one of the most ones here. The Dominican Republic. It is also known for its Monday night events, which
Monday night events. Look up the new incident that just happened. He won't do no time. Yeah, we're gonna look that up. MXC says he won't do no time. I don't know. That dude that's mad. Yeah, but that's true. That's true. That's true. The owner might not do no time because he has connections. You're right. You're right. It's not about what you know, it's who you know, right?
usually bring a packed house.
What started as a fun night of music at an iconic nightclub in Santo Domingo quickly turned into horror when the roof caved in early on Tuesday morning on top of hundreds of people. Rescuers have spent hours searching through the rubble of the one-story building, desperately trying to get to any survivors. This father, like so many others,
not to be like disrespectful or take light of the situation, but you know how many bad bitches like died or are forever injured because of that. I mean, think about it. That ain't no regular like club in DR. Baseball players, politicians go there. How irresponsible for the roof to collapse, bro. That's so irresponsible. All the money people go there to spend. All the money people go there to spend. Just imagine all the bad. I remember when I saw the footage, just all the gorgeous women that were her. I'm like, damn. Fuck. Just imagine, right? Your wife is gorgeous and she went out with her cousins or whatever to go out for a night, and your beautiful wife dies, bro. That shit'll kill your ass, man. It ain't nothing like women go through that all the time. They man get killed, whatever. She find a new guy immediately. 2 weeks later, she got a new man. Pregnant. You heard? But that's your girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, men love different. Men love different. Notorious MXC. After people break through the $10 barrier, I will drop the link. Shout out to my guy, Usual Suspect, Rakim, for the song request. Right now, I'm running a special, $5. $5 for the song request.
You know who this is, man? It's your guy, Fighter Complex 7. And this is the new Cash App. Got a sign, Bocolos 7.
The old Cash App is temporarily down, but for now you can support at this Cash App. Whether if you want to boot somebody, whether if you want song requests, or just want to show love.
Hello, what do you want to scratch today? Prepare to reactivate.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Rakim, Usual Suspect. Oh, I almost forgot. I gotta play a little bit of Ruby Perez. He was of popular singer, a Dominican popular singer, and he passed away. I have to play at least 30 seconds of his song. Let's go. R.I.P. Ruby Perez, man. R.I.P. But yeah, let's continue playing this.
Was waiting on information about his 18-year-old daughter. Officials say dozens were killed and many more were injured. Among those who died was beloved Dominican merengue singer Ruby Perez, who was performing on stage when the roof collapsed. Former MLB players Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco also died. Dotel started his career with the New York Mets in 1999. The team held a moment of silence for him last night. Nelsie Cruz, the sister of former MLB All-Star Nelson Cruz and a local politician, was another victim of the tragedy. Cruz called the country's president while still trapped under the debris. Politician was a
damn cute. Cutie.
Another victim of the tragedy. Cruz called the country's president while still trapped under the debris, according to the First Lady. She later died in a hospital. In a statement, the MLB commissioner said in part, the connection between baseball and the Dominican Republic runs deep, and we are thinking of all the Dominican players and fans across the game today.
The nightclub owner says that he will cooperate with whatever investigation may take place. Officials say that there will be an extensive investigation, but at this point, they are focused on the search and rescue. Cindy?
Christiane, is it known how many more people?
Shout out to Rakim for the second song request. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you, brother. All we need is hopefully someone else soon enough donates, right? Doesn't always have to be Rakim. Someone else donates, and we'll break through that $10 barrier, and then I'll drop the link so people can hop on the panel. Know what I mean? Rakim, don't worry, I'm gonna be playing your song shortly. But yo, look, so baseball players, beautiful women, accomplished women, a singer died because of this tragedy. Yo, just imagine, right? You're the club owner. Imagine, even if you know, oh, I'm not gonna get arrested for this, for being irresponsible. Yeah, I'm gonna lose money, but fuck all that, yo. All those lives, all those families suffering because of your cheap ways. You didn't want to lose out on money. You're avaricious. You're overly avaricious. Now you're doomed. Even if you don't go to prison. Those blood, that blood is on your hands, man. Blood is on your hands. Shout out to the 9 people in the building, man. Don't be shy, man. Say hi in the comments, yo. Don't be shy. I don't bite. I just wonder who's watching. I wonder who's watching. Let's see what they're talking about.
Maybe buried under the rubble.
Well, look, we spoke about an hour and a half ago with the Minister of Health here for the Dominican Republic. What he told us is that he has a list, or his department rather has a list of about 80 people that are unaccounted for, more than 80 people that are unaccounted for. What does that mean? That means family members and friends have shown up here. They've written their names on a list and they're unaccounted for. That doesn't mean that they're necessarily buried within the debris, but it does mean that family members cannot locate them at this point.
It was heartbreaking. Christian Benavides, thank you, live from Santo Domingo. And stay with
From
CBS
Santo
News New York
Domingo.
for continuing coverage of this devastating story. Get the latest update.
Yeah, man, that is bananas. Lil Green said, "How you know I was here?" Shout out to Rakim. I'm gonna play Rakim's first a song request. Ain't no future in your frontin'. I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna let this play while I look for the other video, and it's gonna explain how this collapsed, how this infrastructure collapsed.
Just planted in the pavement. Crumble I can never do. So now I'm looking dead at you. What are you gonna do? You listen to the knowledge of a scholar. You say how I breathe, tell them how I holler. I'm the E-double, and I proclaim my name. Straight up, good gang, peeps all game. I'm like a rhino, running through the roughest pack. They figure I'm a trigger happy nigga, so they step back. Breathe. The microphone is who lasts the longest, so news is strongest. It ain't a game, it's plain to see. You listen to the sounds of breathe. There ain't a future in your front. I never got caught with Patino, and if you ever do, yo, will never be with.
Oh shit! So yo, just 2 days ago there was a video. Shout out to the people in the building. They were the owner and the sister of the owner are both arrested. Over 200 people died. God damn. We about to play the video, yo. We at the bodega today, you heard?
Eat hard and meet your homeboy Marty at a B.O.B. party taking over. Barking like a dog named Rover. I'm picking suckers like a 4-leaf clover. They biting lyrics on the Michael Jason's cobras. So now they saying egg breeders getting over. But ain't no future in your front. There ain't no future in your front. I'm the B, the R to the double E-D, and down with my homie G-A-S-N-O-E, and suckers causing static cause they still be disagreeing. I don't give a, cause I'm from F-L-I-N-T in a city where pity runs slow. If you ever shoot through my city, now you know, cause we are strictly business and we also got a pride. And if you don't like it, I'll suggest you break wide. Suckers study looking for
Jaguar, what up?
Thinking that illegal is the best one, so they die. I ain't got time to see a fiend out, to give up all his money and to give up what he got. That's the way I am, MC B cannot be different. Never change the ways for the world or the government. If I was the president, then I would state facts. You leave it up to me, I paint the White House black and ain't no future in your front. There ain't no future in your front. Yeah, I got dollars in my pocket, not from rolling. If I was a fiend, then my gold would be stolen. Put my name breed on everything I own. And when I get my Jeep, I'm putting breed on the chrome. Shine it up good, kick it through my neighborhood. Motorola phone, fat rims and a Kenwood. Put the kid around it, and then I'll have it drop. Just because the rotten people think I'm selling rocks, but ain't no future in your front. There ain't no future in your front.
All right, shout out to MXC. He broke the $10 barrier, so I'll drop the link soon, so people can come up and chime in. You heard?
You know who this is, man? It's your guy, Fighter Complex 7. And this is the new Cash App. By the sign, Bocolos 7.
The old Cash App is temporarily down, but for now you can support at this Cash App. Whether if you want to boot somebody, whether if you want song requests, or just want to show love.
Hello. What do you want to scratch today? Prepare to reactivate.
Hey, yo!
What's good, man? Shout out to the 8 people in the building, man.
To the fiends, like much dollars, but I never break a sweat. Time to move out, my posse saying, you got my back and I got yours. What time is it? Tear down the door. It ain't no future in your front. Never was, girl. There ain't no future in your front. Yeah, well, let's start this party, alright? Kick out that fat dance.
Shout out to Rakim. Rakim, I owe you one more track. You heard? MXC, don't worry. I'm gonna play your song soon. And I will be dropping the link soon. I just want to play this video and then I will drop the link. Real quick, let me read this comment. Popular Loner said, I never pay to live in any of these new buildings I see in the DMV. Bro, I mean, but buildings collapsing is that's not normal. You know, that's rare. That's not normal. Oh yeah, and I keep seeing these videos of the Twin Towers. It's crazy. We're gonna speak about the Twin Towers one of these days, at least for like an hour or two. Notorious says, what hurts the most is that poor women lost their lives there because they couldn't pay the medical bills. Damn. And there's a photo of a girl in a dress and no one claimed the body. Damn. Eesh. The issue with the building that it used to be a theater and was not made to have heavy objects on the roof, plus had water infiltration, right? And all the speakers vibrating the building. Right. And you know them Dominicans, they love dumb Dominicans, like I'm not Dominican. They love loud music, man. Wow, bro. So if all he had to do was invest some little bread into it, I'm pretty sure this guy had investors. Just go in, don't be a cheapskate, right? Make sure that it's safe, modernize it a little. Now look, trying to cut corners, trying to cut corners.
Just in now, the owner of the Dominican Republic nightclub where the roof collapsed back in April, killing 236 people, has been arrested along with his sister. Tonight, Adi Guajardo spoke with the family of a woman from New Jersey who died inside that nightclub.
Right here. She's right there.
This is the last time Luz Contreras says her little sister, Jennifer Contreras, was last seen alive inside the iconic Jetset nightclub in Santo Domingo, celebrating her 24th birthday before the roof collapsed.
It was hundreds of families. It was mothers, brothers.
She don't look Dominican.
Sisters crying. All of us together.
I would have thought she like Mexican or some shit.
Thursday, 2 months after the horror unfolded, police arrested Antonio Espaillat, the owner of the iconic Dominican Republican nightclub, along with his sister, Maribel Espaillat. According to prosecutors, the two attempted to intimidate and manipulate company employees. In a statement, the Dominican Republican's Attorney General accused the siblings of displaying immense irresponsibility and negligence by failing to physically intervene to prevent the club's roof.
That's the word I was thinking about earlier. Negligence. It's negligence. They're gonna get nabbed. They're gonna get nabbed on that. See, MXC, you say he's not, but look, they already got arrested 2 days ago. Not even yesterday, like a day ago.
From collapsing. Luz Contreras says the arrest brings little relief. She says only time will determine if justice is served.
No time they serve is going to make my family or bring my sister back. My family's never going to have peace. Nobody's family is going to have peace.
She says they visit her sister's grave nearly every day and miss the sister that once brought so much life and light into their home.
She was this diva. I don't know how else to explain it. She was this big diva that everybody loved her. When she walked into the room, everybody knew who she was. Everybody saw her. She was a life of the party for everybody.
The popular nightclub's meeting at parties attracted international celebrities and high-profile Dominicans, some who lost their lives when that roof collapsed. Charges against the siblings have not yet been filed in front of a judge. The cause of the roof collapse remains under investigation. In Passaic, New Jersey, Adi Guajardo, CBS News.
Passaic. That's how you say it. I always mispronounce it. MXC, don't you live in Passaic? My sister lived in Passaic. Out there in Jersey. right across from New York. All right, so they got the video here explaining exactly how it collapsed. As a matter of fact, let me drop the link. Let me drop the link so MXC could come up. Let me drop. Shout out to Rakim. I'm gonna play Rakim's 7-second song request. Triple Darkness, Chi-Town.
Chicago is. Yeah, it's my city, you know what I'm saying? Home of the riders, the players, and the thugs. Chicago.
And real quick, like, yo, those are the worst too. When you go out thinking you're just gonna go have fun, and they start shooting, or you get in a fight, car crash, drunk, or the roof collapse. Like that's something that you're not ready for. You're not prepared for. Who the hell is gonna think, yo, the roof is gonna collapse on this? No one. Yeah, man, that's wild.
Hit the club, work the flow until your feet get tired. Let the player rest go, it ain't no hating tonight. We know she yours, but that ain't what we come here for. We came to get down and put it down for you and yours. I'm a war, make it hot. It feels kinda good that nobody got shot. On the real, it was part of the plot. To keep you grooving in your minds off the clock. Keep it moving cause it don't stop. Cause real players make the world go round. Real players make the girls go down. Cause up in Chi-Town, we clown under city lights. Smoke a pound with the snipers and be tight. Drinking dark and light. So you can bet I'm gonna be bent by the end of the night. Long as the war got my back, I'ma be alright. And be like,
I dropped the link for you so you could come up, man. I dropped the link.
Make sure you dig it so you can bend on the river, rest, click and convict. Bitches gon' convicts, players gon' convict. So before it's all over, go grab you something to run with. Get blunted and come with, eat me, heat up the tub with. Duck in the public, bitches just love this. War the demons, world renowned for putting it down. Banging up out the stores in the trunks and repping the town. This one goes to my homies that's thugging and hood bound. Misled the unfound, motherfuckers and bust down.
Yeah, I know that happens in Florida. I know there was one building. It was like a residential like apartments. I remember seeing that. Because them dudes are so greedy, avaricious, that they're such in a rush to get the money that they're gonna go against the code, city codes, and all that. They just want to build this shit so people could go and spend their money, man. That club money crazy, bro.
Ain't nobody stopping Triple Darkness from getting it. Dipping the slide through the shot with the players, thugs and player rest. No love to all you haters. So
down.
Jetset nightclub roof collapsed on the night of April 7th, 2025 in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. These were people just out having a great time at a merengue concert with Ruby Perez when all of a sudden the roof came collapsing down And as of this upload, there was 221 people killed and over 200 people injured, all in this rubble that you see here, including Octavio Dotel, who's played for several MLB baseball teams, and also Tony Blanco, and popular merengue singer Ruby Perez, as well as other notable celebrities and politicians who like to frequent the jet set. So today we're going to look at all the evidence that we have here on this collapse. We're going to look at frame by frames of some of the videos here and look at all of the other evidence, and we'll come up with a hypothesis for what brought this roof down. Okay, so here's the first now famous video that was circulating around the internet, and I'll show it to you in its full time, and then we'll take a look at it frame by frame, and I'll show you the important parts of it that show the clues that we need. All right, so I want you to watch what the guy is doing here and watch his finger pointing and listen to what he says. It's in Spanish. I believe he was saying something fell from the ceiling, but you saw his hand point down like this, like something fell. But he was pointing, look where he is. He's at the right side of the stage over here. And he was pointing way off across the room towards the left-hand side over here, way up over here. Let us know in the comments if you know exactly what he said.
Shout out to MXC, man. What's good, man? You at the bodega. What up?
I need a second. My mic just went down.
Now I want you to watch what Rudy's doing. He seems to be fixated on something going on over here. So does his bandmate here. They're both kind of looking up and over this way. Okay, so now here we are at 9 seconds into the video. I'm going to do a freeze frame here and I want to show you. So it looks like Rudy is kind of looking off now up in that same area that the man was just pointing to. So now I'm going to advance it a little bit and let's see what he does. So he's going to step up to the mic. But watch what he's doing. He's still kind of focused on it.
All right, why are we paying attention to all that? All right. All right, here we go.
The general area of the nightclub. At the Jetset Club, so here's how you enter into the club, and once you get inside there, you can see it's actually very nice, and they're very...
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Wow. Let's walk in there again.
The general area of the nightclub. At the Jetset Club, so here's how you enter into the club, and once you get inside there, you can see it's actually very nice, and they're very professionally done. And right here where the camera is right now is the area where they were pointing to, where they think the collapse looked like it might have initiated, right above where the camera is on the roof. And so there's the stage, and pay special attention too to those line array speakers hanging from the ceiling on either side of the stage. And there's a nice bird's eye view. And then this right here is a dance floor, a beautiful lit from underneath dance floor. And the stage is right over here.
Yeah, so look, the infrastructure is all messed up, but the inside, as far as the equipment, the decor, is on point, as y'all can see. Clubs in the US don't look like that. This is why I tell people, you go to DR, they got nice, like your regular club out there is nicer than your regular club out here. Because motherfuckers love the party out there. It's a party culture. Every day is a party, man. Every fucking day.
Here, where they were performing. The gentleman that was filming the video I just showed you, he was standing probably like right here at the edge of the stage. And he was pointing over here into this area. So it seems to me like There was something that everybody was focused on in this general location here above tables 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and just so you know, so there was a survivor here, and her name was Iris Pena, and I would love, man, to get a hold of her and to be able to interview her and talk to her, find out where exactly she was in the club, because she has some very, very important evidence here. She says right here, she made for the door after dirt started falling like dust into her drink, and then a stone fell and cracked the table where she was sitting. The impact was so strong as if it had been a tsunami or an earthquake, she said. From another news outlet, she asked security people there at the club if they thought an earthquake had taken place. So she said they got out.
That's wild. Good thing she was fast on her feet and thinking. She's like, oh, you know what? I can't sit here and stay here.
Yeah, the worst part about all that though is that he was warned about the ceiling of that the roof
Yeah,
of
I
that
brought that up
building.
already before.
Yeah.
That contractors, whatever, like they were trying to tell them, yo, that this needs to be fixed, and they were gonna have to shut the club
Demolish
down
it.
for about 2 weeks, but he didn't want to shut it down for that long, so he did a quick fixer upper. He did something like 2 days worth of work or something like that instead of the 2 weeks, and that's why, you know.
But the worst part about it, it wasn't even contractors. It was his own friends that are engineers. Was like, yo, he had a fire in there, and they said that once you have a fire in there, it damages the structure. And they told him, his own friends told him, yo, you gotta demolish this whole thing and make the whole club new again, because I don't think it's structurally safe. And he was like, nah, fuck it.
Why he was wilding. I mean, come on, man. Like he should have done it because it's insurance and all that. Like I'm pretty sure
But
he
forget
had
about
insurance.
insurance. He has so much money. That dude got money. That dude has so much money. He could have built that club 50 times over in DR. He should have sold that property, put a building where that property was, because he could have done it. The neighbors were already complaining about that club being there, and put it somewhere like leading to Boca Chica, around there, where nobody was gonna complain, and just whatever. I mean, because he had his clientele, on a Monday night. They called that Monday for those who can. The people who went there on a Monday night went on a Monday in particularly to show off that they have money and they don't have to go to work the next day. That's the reason why it was full on Mondays.
Right.
Because it was literally called Lunes para el que puede. That's why you had like two baseball players, generals, fucking. Here's another thing too that people don't talk about. Antonio Espaillat has to make himself responsible, because the family members of people who died in there, they're not like Joe Blow. They're people. They son gente, and they got money, and whole families died in there. And he doesn't say, well, he doesn't apologize and at least take a symbolic jail sentence. He won't be able to go. No, he's gonna have to leave the country, because he's gonna be one day drinking a little coffee somewhere, and somebody gonna roll up on a motorcycle and let him have it.
A symbolic jail. Nah, nobody wants to sacrifice themselves for that though.
But you know how jail is in DR. Prison is in DR for the multimillionaires. You go there on the week, and then the weekends you out. You know how prison is in DR for the multimillionaires?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. That's true.
Symbolic, because 235 people died in there.
Yeah, that was wild.
235 people died. And one of the reasons why they're even making them, because I think the United States is putting pressure, because Antonio Espaillat is an American citizen. He was born in the States. Not
Okay.
only is his family rich, his family's historic. There's actual section of DR
Because that
called
last name. Yep.
Espaillat.
Yeah, it's by that last name. Yep.
So this motherfucker is like, he's no small change. He's almost like you would say nobility of DR and shit. Him and his family. And I mean, some of the cats in his family, you see them, and some of them are so white, you might think they're Spaniards or French.
Right.
So that his bloodline comes from like 200-300 years ago on that island, from what I know. But them cats, they got money, and he might not do any time because they're gonna. Well, I didn't know. It's not my fault. He gonna play the blame game. He might not do no time at all, but he's gonna have to symbolically, pedir perdón. He asked for forgiveness to these because he didn't.
Yeah,
I
but
think was it
he didn't say that he's not that he had didn't apologize. I don't believe that.
the wife of Octavio Dotel said that he has not apologized nor called her family yet.
Oh, yeah, maybe hasn't called her, but he has publicly apologized.
But there's no apologies that could even do. People want more than an
All
apology.
right
Like,
then. All right then. You see what I'm saying? Like, so there's like now there's nothing he could do to rectify it. So even if he does apologize, that's not gonna be good enough. You get what I'm
yeah, I don't
saying?
think so. I don't think so either. You're right
Right.
about that.
So there's nothing he could do. So you know, hey, but he definitely did publicly apologize though. But
But he knew. He knew. He knew. He was too negligent. He knew too much about that. He was warned one too many times.
yeah, you know what it was? He probably thought it wasn't gonna happen.
And he
Overly
was skiing.
optimistic,
He was on a vacation skiing when that happened. He was supposed to be.
huh?
He
You
was in
broke up.
Aspen. He was in the United States skiing. Oh, can
Yeah,
you hear
yeah.
me?
But like I said, like he wasn't worried about it. Like he didn't think it was gonna happen. He didn't think that was gonna happen.
But he was one too many times. There's the one. Um, I forgot the name of that station. It's these guys who talk about that in Spanish. They even took satellite pictures of the roof, and he had put like la cisterna de agua for the bathrooms. He put those all on the roof. He put all the air conditioners on the roof. He was putting floor coverings that are really heavy on top of the roof. They said that roof was not made for that. That's the roof of a theater because that used to be a theater, and that whole building didn't have any support columns in the middle because it's a
Yeah,
theater.
because
It was supposed to.
theaters are made for like acoustics, so the sound could travel.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it wasn't made to have all the weight on the roof, and
Right.
that's one thing that he was supposed to know about that building. It was not supposed to have all that weight on the roof, and the speakers were hanging off the ceiling. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was big big irresponsibility by his part.
that building was supposed to have like I don't know, like a metallic skeleton inside to hold the speakers, and have like possibly like not a flat roof, but one of those V-shaped roofs, so the water goes down the sides. But he wasn't supposed to have all that shit on top. He had generators up there too. He had generators. He had air conditioning units up in there. People told him, employees, people he contracted, like, yo, this thing's filtering water. And they were like, yo, when this is start already filtering water, that means that this structure is fucked up. And they weren't paying attention to nothing. So there's too much evidence to show that he already knew. So he can't claim that he didn't know. I mean, he might get away with it because DR's super corrupt, but nobody can say he didn't know,
Right.
because it's he had too many friends, and one of his friends is gonna come up to they're gonna pull somebody to the side, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, I told him that had to be redone, and I'm his boy and all that, but I told him."
Yeah, man. I just like this was something that happened a couple months ago, and I just since I'm back on YouTube, I had to kind of revisit certain topics, and especially this one that was a big tragedy, was a big deal. You know, over 200 people lost their lives. That number is crazy. That number's crazy. And there were so many people trapped under the rubble that maybe if somehow, I'm not saying that they didn't put in effort, all the civilians helping out, the workers, firemen, maybe many more people would have been able to survive. But I mean, it's human versus all these heavy structures and material, and man, who knows, man.
Yo, you know what's the funny thing about that too that came out is that all the cops that went up in there, they was doing nothing but running the pockets and taking the gold jewelry off all the victims. Yo, there's a picture of a cop who got away with. You know what a Philippe Petit is?
Yeah. I watch. Yeah.
Yo, he took off I don't know who he took it off. He took a $50,000 watch off of somebody. Now, I don't even blame the cops for doing that because them dudes are mad broke. But I was like, damn, you dying motherfuckers taking your jewelry off and shit like that? Damn.
I don't blame. I mean, they gone already.
I don't blame them. They make $200 a month, and you took a $50,000 watch. And if the person's already dead, they can't take it to heaven or hell with them.
Right.
You laugh, but it's true.
I mean, you made the joke.
Hey, if it's me and you, and we in that situation that we dead broke, and we see money like that, and me and you got kids back home, I don't knock them.
Shit, I don't got kids now, and I would have done it. But yo, listen, man. I wanted to review this today. Because this is what I'm gonna be doing. Like, I'm gonna just keep reviewing like little topics, because I can't give too much time. Cause like tomorrow, look, I gotta wake up at 6 a.m. Like in 7 hours. So I just want to get back in the flow of YouTube. Yesterday I did like an hour and some change. Today, but it's gonna be an hour. I just want to get back in the flow of things, letting people know, yo, Fighter back, man. Fighter's back around. And that's why I did this live today. Just touching up on this, and we could talk about this. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a live. It's gonna be my year anniversary of being home free. So that's definitely gonna be that live tomorrow is gonna be like 4 or 5 hours long. Right. So I'm gonna see it as long as I can. So I'm gonna try to do that in the afternoon. Around 4, 5. That live is gonna be 3-4 hours long. So y'all gotta stay tuned for that. I will definitely be back here tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you what to expect on my channel. New things, new rules. And it just be like pretty much an open panel. We could discuss on things that have been happening while I was gone, what I've been doing while I was gone. And yeah, just get back in touch. And for the rest of this month, I'm going live, uploading things. Matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna upload a video for y'all. So within the next 30 minutes, expect a video, guys. Shout out to MXC for the song request and hopping off on the panel. This song right here, Se Partió el Lápiz. El Vaquero, dicen Lápiz Consciente.
0.23. Pa' que se quite.
Víctor era.
Ajá. Ya. Él le da su ano.
No me descotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Sí. Tú estás claro que yo no van a conmigo. No me descotorra, suelta el palomaje. Que yo te dije que yo soy el tigueraje.
No me descotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Tú estás claro que yo no barajo ni yo no me
de cotorra, suelta el palomaje. Ya yo te dije que yo soy el tigueraje. Soltate Taiwán, mágate a Nico, que está buscando y era empleado de Telemito. Usame yo, como tatu, palomito, yo estoy claro, tú has soltado el de atrás por un finito. Arcángel, la maravilla y el chulo Manuel pa' que te maten. El Mauna Loa tenía que ser. Tú eres chivato, por eso la charla te sacó los pies. Y en el club de los trinitarios te lo demostré. Un eso que ustedes por ropa fue que firman. Y vaquero ya tiene fama, que hasta se la dan. Están buscando, pero donde le dan el picapollo, por los humildes se van a quedar fuera del globo. Son el cuento de Pepito, yo la historia de Trujillo. Tú eres que sabes si lo personal o lo dejamos en ti. Y que cantan, diablo que falta ese Trujillo, pa' que lo tire del puente amarrado por los mellizos. Dame de cotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Tú estás claro que yo no barago lío. No me de cotorra, suelta el palomaje. Ya yo te dije que yo soy el tigueraje. No me de cotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Tú estás claro que yo no barajo lío. No me de cotorra, suelta el palomaje. Ya yo te dije que yo soy el tigueraje. Llegó al clan, ¿el quién? El que el dinero. Jangueando con mi pana Manuel, alias Vaquero. Y yo te quedaste cero. Y para te soy sincero, con mi música yo viajo por el mundo entero. Soy humilde, pa, yo no fronteo con bling bling. Yo también fui pobre y viví en casa de zinc. Soy de la calle. No te equivoques tú, que en mi casa también se me va la luz. Me contaron que a tu mujer el otro le metió en la boa. Mientras grabo con Luis Fonsi, tú grabas con Boa. Sigo bebiendo cristal y jugo con pasoa. Mi leche, tus mujeres me hagan al estoa. Tengo euros para humillarte, dólares para firmarte, pesos para regalarte, pa, yo tengo el arte. Falso, ahora quieres ser mi enemigo, lambón. Yo nunca he querido grabar contigo, mediante. A mí tú lo que me da risa. Y me enteré que te han negado 3 veces la visa. Ajá. Yo tengo la letra que a ti te quise y como gallo a la gallina te pisa. Oye, jaraquero, un mujer, tú tienes fama, pero en un par de páginas en MySpace. ¿Quieres saber cómo te ganó esta guerra, lambón? Cuando vaquero te diga adiós desde el avión. No me de cotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Tú estás claro que yo no barago lío. No me de cotorra, suelta el palomaje. Ya yo te dije que yo soy el tigueraje. No me de cotorra, yo ando con lo mío. Tú estás claro.
Shout out to MXC. That's an old school classic. Popular Luna says same thing in Mexico City, for example. Old the king for infrastructure. Intrepido says not true. All right, we can talk about that tomorrow. We could like that, look that up. Man, these Mexicans at LA are wild and they're bugging out. Don't worry. You know what? That's gonna be the Sunday topic. The riots in LA and all that with the Mexicanos. Ice baby. Dun, 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 dun. Stay tuned, man. Tomorrow is gonna be my year anniversary of being home free. Stay tuned for that. And then Sunday is I'm speaking about the LA riots, the Mexicans and ICE and all that good stuff. All right, man. Shout out to everyone that came through tonight and donated. Shout out to MSC that came up and hopped on the panel and gave his thoughts. But hey, yeah, man, I'm back here. I'm trying to build up my YouTube stamina again, and soon, yeah, I'll be able to do more than 1 hour, right? Especially weekends. Weekends will be better for me. I'll be ending this live with this track by Ruby Perez, the merengue legend who lost his life on that night at the Jetset Club in Dominican Republic. Let's go. Let's get it.
Pasó una luna, pasaron dos, y yo esperando que volvieras tus aretes en mi cajón, que vieron pasar 2 primaveras. Tú, y me olvidabas tú, prometiste que al volver no serían secretos nuestros besos, no.
See y'all tomorrow, man. See y'all tomorrow. Afternoon, 4-5-ish. Peace, y'all. Peace.